Lever-action rifles are more popular than ever, but prices have become ridiculous. A lot of modern lever guns now cost well over $1,000 once you factor in threaded barrels, optics rails, and all the features shooters actually want. But you do not need to spend that much. There are still excellent lever actions available in 2026 for under $1,000 if you know which ones are actually worth buying. Some are surprisingly cheap. Some offer features normally found on far more expensive rifles. And one rifle near the top may be the best overall lever action value available right now. If you enjoy practical firearm breakdowns and straight-to-the-point gun rankings, subscribe to Tactical Frontier. Now let's start with number 10. Number 10 is the Rossi Rio Bravo, the cheapest, genuinely capable lever action currently on the market. This is a .22 long rifle carbine holding around 15 rounds in the tube, and new examples are currently averaging in the $260 to $330 range. At this price point, you are not getting premium fit and finish, but you are getting a functional, smooth cycling rimfire lever gun that costs less than most red dot sights. It belongs on this list because it proves the floor for a real lever action is lower than most shooters assume. The compromise becomes obvious in the details, a simpler trigger and less refined wood-to-metal fit than the pricier rifles ahead. For buyers who just want to learn the platform or introduce a kid to shooting without a big investment, this is genuinely hard to beat. But value is not just about the lowest price, which is exactly why the next rifle earns its spot too. Number 9 is the Heritage Settler, a .22 LR lever gun that positions itself as a direct alternative to the Henry and Rossi rimfires. Current street prices typically land between $300 and $430, depending on barrel length and finish. The Settler's simulated case-hardened receiver gives it a distinct look, and reviewers consistently note the action runs as smoothly as its more established competitors. Where this rifle earns its place is variety, giving budget buyers a genuine third option instead of defaulting to the same two brands every time. The trade-off is a smaller aftermarket, since there simply aren't many accessories built specifically for this platform yet. For buyers who want something a little different from the crowd without paying more for it, the Settler delivers exactly that. Number 8 is the Henry Classic lever action in .22 LR, and this one earns its position through sheer track record. Henry has sold more than 1 million of these rifles, and the current street price still sits comfortably between $350 and $450. That matters because you are buying into a design that's been refined for decades, with a walnut stock, adjustable sights, and a smooth action that consistently outperforms its price tag in owner reviews. Where this rifle really earns its place is reliability you can actually count on, not just a spec sheet promise. The compromise is that it's a purely traditional design, no threading, no rail, nothing tactical about it. For hunters after small game, new shooters learning the fundamentals, or anyone who wants a proven .22 lever gun without gambling on a newer brand, this is the safe, well-earned choice. Number 7 is the Savage Rebel DLX, and this is where the rimfire lineup starts picking up real features. Chambered in .22 LR or .22 WMR, it comes with a factory threaded 18-inch barrel and a quick takedown system, currently selling for around $500 to $550. That threading matters because it opens the door to a suppressor without paying extra for a gunsmith, something none of the cheaper rifles on this list offer out of the box. The takedown feature also makes it genuinely easier to transport or store than a traditional one-piece lever gun. The compromise becomes obvious the moment you compare fit and finish to the Henry Classic, since Savage clearly prioritized features over polish here. For buyers who specifically want a rimfire lever gun built for suppressor use or easy storage, this is where value and modern features actually meet. Number 6 is the Citadel LevTac 92, and this is where the list moves into serious centerfire territory for the first time. Built on the proven Rossi Model 92 action and chambered in .357 Magnum, .44 Magnum, or .45 Colt, it comes standard with an M-LOK handguard, a Picatinny rail, and a threaded barrel, all for somewhere between $570 and $740 depending on configuration. That combination of features at this price is genuinely difficult to match anywhere else on this list. Owners consistently point to the smooth 92 pattern action as proof this isn't just an accessorized budget gun, it's a real upgrade built on a platform with decades of proven reliability behind it. The compromise shows up in the stock, which some owners describe as feeling a bit hollow compared to traditional wood furniture. For buyers who want factory suppressor-ready features on a pistol caliber lever gun without spending $1,000, this is the strongest option available. Number 5 is the Rossi R92, the rifle that made affordable centerfire lever actions mainstream again. Chambered in .357 Magnum, .44 Magnum, or .45 Colt, current new prices generally fall between $650 and $850, depending on barrel length and finish. Where this rifle earns its place is proven volume. Rossi has sold enormous numbers of these, and the action has a well-documented reputation for tightening up and smoothing out with use, rather than wearing loose. That matters because it means the rifle actually gets better the more you shoot it. The compromise is a tighter loading gate that takes some owners a few range trips to get comfortable with. For hunters, ranch use, or anyone wanting a traditional pistol caliber lever gun without paying extra for tactical features they won't use, this is where practical usefulness and price genuinely align. Number 4 is the Henry Big Boy Steel Carbine, and this is where build quality starts to feel like it belongs in a higher price bracket. Available in .357 Magnum, .44 Magnum, .41 Magnum, and other pistol calibers, current street prices generally run from about $780 to $900 depending on caliber and configuration. Henry's steel frame construction and American walnut furniture give this rifle a noticeably more refined feel than the Rossi and Citadel options already covered, and owners consistently describe the action as smoother right out of the box. Where this rifle really earns its place is fit and finish that punches above its price class. The kind of detail work that usually shows up on rifles costing considerably more. The compromise is a 7 or 8 round capacity that's genuinely short next to some competitors on this list. For buyers who want Henry's reputation and craftsmanship in a full power pistol caliber, this is worth the jump over the cheaper Rossi options. Number 3 is the Rossi R95, and this is where the list shifts from pistol calibers into genuine rifle caliber hunting territory. Chambered in .30-30 Winchester or .45-70 government, it currently sells for roughly $700 to $850 for standard configurations. A hammer-forged barrel and a receiver drilled and tapped for optics give this rifle real hunting credibility that the pistol caliber options on this list simply can't match. Where this rifle earns its place is caliber versatility, since .30-30 and .45-70 cover everything from white-tailed deer to genuinely large game, all for less than most entry-level bolt-action hunting rifles cost. The compromise is a narrower loading gate that some owners find fiddly during a fast reload. For hunters who need real stopping power on a budget, this is one of the strongest picks on the entire list. Number 2 is the Chiappa 1892 Trapper, and this is where craftsmanship becomes the entire argument. Built in Italy using CNC machined steel and hand-fitted walnut, chambered in .357 Magnum, .44 Magnum, or .45 Colt, it currently runs close to the ceiling of this list at around $900 to $925. What separates this rifle is authenticity. Its parts are interchangeable with original Winchester 1892 rifles, something no other gun on this list can claim. Owners consistently praise the wood-to-metal fit as noticeably tighter than mass-produced competitors at similar prices. The compromise is exactly what you'd expect, that close to the limit, there's very little room left in the budget for accessories or a backup magazine. For buyers who want the closest thing to a vintage Winchester experience without collector pricing, this is worth every dollar of the premium over the Rossi and Henry options already covered. Number 1, and the strongest overall recommendation on this list, is the Henry X model in .30-30 Winchester. It is not the cheapest rifle here, and it is not the most traditional. Current street prices typically run from about $850 to $950. What earns it the top spot is the sheer combination of everything the rest of this list offers separately. You get genuine .30-30 hunting power, a threaded barrel for suppressor use, a Picatinny rail, and M-lock slots for optics and accessories, fiber optic sights ready to use out of the box, and Henry's manufacturing reputation backing all of it. Where this rifle really earns its place is versatility that doesn't ask for compromise. Hunters get real caliber performance, tactical shooters get the rail space and threading they want, and everyone gets Henry's proven reliability underneath it all. The honest weakness is weight, since all those features add up to a heavier rifle than the more traditional options on this list. But for most buyers walking into this category in 2026, this is simply the smartest way to spend under $1,000 on a lever action. So which rifle is actually right for you depends on what you need. The Rio Bravo is the cheapest way into the platform. The Henry Classic is the best proven rimfire. The R95 is the best hunting caliber for the money. The Chiappa is the best classic design and authenticity. And the Henry X model is simply the best overall value on this entire list. If you want more straight-to-the-point firearm rankings and the best guns actually worth your money, subscribe to Tactical Frontier. And comment below, which lever action would you buy under $1,000?